What about like a spoon, or like a straw?
Ooh.
A straw, right?
There you go.
Yeah. Let's see if this works. All right.
Oh, okay. So you got a hand.
Yeah. Testing. Check it out.
Hello. Well, how do I know if it sounds?
I guess we don't. Yeah.
Testing.
All right. So just introduce yourself to the camera.
Hi, I'm Michelle. Welcome to my cafe, Living Green Café. Today we're going to do raw crackers. The first process in doing raw crackers, raw meaning dehydration, where warm aid circulates and locks in the enzymes. So what I do, I add 1 cup of almonds, which I've soaked overnight, and then I dry them out. It's kind of important for those people that have gut problems, because if you soak everything and anything like rice, quinoa, all your nuts, it just helps the gut process them quicker. So we're adding 1 cup of almonds into the food processor.
Directly into the food processor.
It's gonna get loud, so I will say fire on the hose. A fine powder, but that's a good start right now. Just start adding other stuff. And what I add is, I usually add 1 teaspoon of salt. Salt's important for the body. Salt. And this is, I love this spice. It's dashes garlic and herb. I love it. It goes, put it in anything, but I usually add a tablespoon of. Okay. So what I like to add kale chips from my kale. Usually it's the shake. Give it a little bit of flavor. I have flaxseed. Usually a 1/4 cup of flaxseed or less. It's up to you. Just gives me a little bit more fiber, doesn't it? And sometimes I like to get a little crazy. This is milk thistle. This is so good for the liver, but I add just a little bit because it really dries things out. So maybe a tablespoon of milk thistle. Those are just dry ingredients.
Why is this cold?
This is flaxseed.
Oh, so flaxseed you have to refrigerate?
Yes, once you make it into a powder, leaving it out on the shelf becomes ranches. So it just stays fresher because the oil's in it. It just stays locked in.
Okay.
So, yeah, and so now what I add to my crackers is zucchini. I love zucchini. Zucchini just doesn't really give off a lot of flavor, it absorbs flavors. So I just dice it up. 1 or 2, usually 1 will do it, all depends on the size of the zucchini. If it's a large one, just 1. I'm just gonna add a medium one. I mean, I've done crackers where I've added beets and carrots. All right, we're just chopping that up, and this goes in the compost. Okay, we add that to the zucchini. All right, we blend that up. Then we start to water it down and become like a nice smooth. But it's kind of important to blend it because I've had where there's chunks of zucchini. So you just want to blend it up a little till nice and smooth. You don't want to add too much water, but you know what? I've done that before. Chia seeds is the hero. If you add chia seeds becomes jelly, and it helps it like cornstarch.
You can already see it becoming a paste.
Yeah, exactly. So I scrape the sides. I mean, you can add a little bit more water, but it looks pretty good. See the consistency of that? That's pretty good, but we're gonna blend it up some more. And actually, like the milk thistle and the flax, that'll make it thicker too. So you gotta be careful. You wanna make it thin enough, but not too thick, because you wanna spread it on the flax paper. Now we're gonna add it to the flax paper, put all this stuff to the side. Bada bing, bada boom. This is my Teflon paper. You can use parchment paper. Parchment paper just seems to dehydrate a lot quicker, dries things out a lot faster. So I like the Teflon paper. It doesn't, you know, the process is a little bit, and then you're just smearing it out on the paper. Like I say, sometimes there's chunks of zucchini. You really don't want that. Scrape all that good stuff out. Smear that out. And that's where this comes in, your little spatula. And you're gonna smooth it out. It's like icing. And you don't want it too thin because I've done that over and over and just because once it dehydrates, it shrivels up, it shrinks. And I've had to where there's so many holes through my crackers. See, and I could have added another zucchini and that would have probably spread a lot better. Had more. But I think that'll do it. Or just make sure it's, you know, it takes a little practice, but a little thicker on that side, so you just move stuff over. I don't know if you could smell it, but it smells amazing already.
Oh yeah.
That's why I do when I have pulp from carrot or beet or ginger. I like doing the same thing, but I add cinnamon and I add the pulp and it becomes a cinnamon cracker. And it's so yummy. Now what I do, I already go put my lines because if you do the lines after while it's dehydrating, it's so much easier to cut, separate. And you can go bigger crackers than I do, but I like, because I serve it here at the cafe, you get 4 of them with a choice of cheese. Yes. All right, so now you go in the dehydrator, which I have already running because I have things in here. Which I have my veggie meat ready to come out. That could be another class. And then I do have kale chips brewing in here now. That could be an amazing class too, and kale chips. And here's crackers. After, I just stuck them in there to dehydrate them. Sometimes they get soft. They might last a little bit longer. But there's the crackers. Let's put a little bit of cheese on it.
And then what's this right here?
That's the veggie meat.
Oh, the veggie meat.
That's the veggie meat. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's so yummy. Here you go, sir. Oh my God.
I got you.
There you go. Now this is our most popular cheese, is the red pepper cheese.
It's so good.
And that's the end of our class.
Nice. How long do they stay dehydrated for?
Good question. I like it overnight. And then I flip them, and I go even a little bit longer because I like that crunch. You notice this one didn't have a crunch because it got a little, I don't want to use stale, but you can just stick it right back in the dehydrator, and it'll just crunch it back up again.
Nice.
Same with kale chips, so. And this meat.
Well, thank you for the class today.
You're so welcome.
If you guys have any comments, suggestions, yeah, and then stop by if you're nearby.
I know there's questions about the dehydration. The reasoning is because it just circulates warm air, and if you keep it under 115, it locks in enzymes. What is enzymes? Is our body needs enzymes. Our problem with us today, we cook too much. So this locks in the enzymes, keeping it at 115, just warm air circulating.